مدينة كوبنهاجن بالدنمارك واحدة من أنظف المدن بالعالم، ولكن اليوم عندها مشكلة بيئية حقيقية، إنها رح تستوعب 10,000 طن من مادة ال HCB، وهي مواد محرمة عالميا من النفايات السامة. هيدي المواد جاية من أستراليا لأنه ما بيقدروا يعالجوها، رح تتعالج بمعمل خاص بشمال كوبنهاجن. خلينا نشوف شو عم بيصير على الأرض وكيف هدول المواد قادرين يسيطروا عليها الحكومة الدنماركية وما تقدر تسبب أذى لا على البحر ولا على الناس.
HCV is a material that was used as a pesticide many years ago until the 1970s.
Okay.
And then we became aware that it is a very persistent material and it's extremely toxic to the environment. And there was an unfortunate incident in Turkey where people had been eating grain that had been treated with hexachlorobenzene to protect it against fungus.
Okay.
But they used that material, the grain, to make bread.
Okay.
And they got poisoned with hexachlorobenzene. And then it was suddenly realized that this material is extremely toxic to people, and it was banned.
Waste is produced in Australia, and it's only waste. It's not a chemical which is going to be used for anything except being a waste which we want to get rid of and destroy. It's coming out of an Australian factory production over many years, making other chemicals, and then they had to throw this part away and destruct it. And they had tried to that in Australia, but obviously they have not found the way in which to do it, in which it was technically sufficient and acceptable also for the population. So they got the problem. What are we going to do then? And they have then asked in Europe, first in Germany, they refused, and now they have asked the Danish incineration plant, Copenhagen
factory,
and the Danish government has accepted it. And we are very worried about it.
Well, what we know from Turkey is that it causes in particular skin disease and liver disease.
Liver disease.
Yes. So it has profound effects on the body, adverse health effects. But there are animal experiments that show that it's also carcinogenic.
نحن هلا قدام مركز حماية البيئة الدنماركي واللي هو مخول يعطي كل الريسيرش والنصايح لوزارة البيئة، وهذا المركز مع وزارة البيئة والحكومة الدنماركية وافقوا انه يستقبلوا 6,100 طن من النفايات السامة. خلينا نشوف ليش استقبلوا هذه النفايات وهل فعلا الدنمارك قادرة تعالجها بطريقة سليمة وصحيحة.
Assessed the request from Australia to export the HEB contaminated waste in Sydney to treatment destruction on the installation that is owned by Copenhagen AS in Denmark. The Australian government did this after a number of years trying to resolve whether it would be possible to establish installations capacity to handle the waste in Australia, or it would be a better solution to export it to an installation that was capable of handling the waste in an environmentally acceptable manner. And basically, there has never been any doubt that Copenhagen AS can handle this type of toxic waste. None whatsoever. Copenhagen AS handles a number of different types of toxic waste. So it's in that respect, this is not something extraordinary that they are handling also HEB contaminated waste. This amount of waste, 6,100 tons of HEB contaminated waste, is what the EPA in Denmark has assessed and accepted.
Yeah.
All discussion of further amounts of waste must take place in another forum, because what we have dealt with, what we have assessed, and what we have accepted is exactly 6,100 tons of HEB contaminated waste, no more.